Hey everybody, I'm not an expert, and this is a review of the Duo 110 millimeter wood block plane. Now for this one, I don't normally think unboxings are all that cool. Move the camera a little bit. Okay. But I wanted to show you how it came. That oil stain wasn't on there. And the package I tore open a bit, but it was actually pretty nice. What this is a wooden block plane. It says 110 millimeters, which is like 4 inches. About right. It's about the size of this box. But what I was impressed with is it came wrapped in this lovely piece of paper. I just kind of think that's nice. So here's the cardboard, here's the paper, and it came disassembled. So let's take a look at it. So what we've got is a little tiny hand plane. It's very small. It was really cheap. It was, I think, $8.75 on Amazon, and it came with a 5% off deal at the time. So it's got a little blade, pretty straightforward, not a lot to it, beveled down. It's been ground. It's not, if I can get in there close and get an angle you can see it at. It's not that great. All right, it's a little, it's not focusing. All right, it's been sharpened, but there's some burrs on the edge I can see. It doesn't look all that hot. It's got a nice hole drilled in it. That's pretty handy, I guess. Take a look at the body. Okay, there's a metal pin, and it's just a hunk of wood. It's the same wood this Harbor Freight workbench of mine's made out of. It's very simple. Let's see what it says on here. Well, that's a different name. Mud and Fang, world-class wood product brand quality tools. Sure. Right away, I can see that pin and the back of the cutout here, they don't look parallel to me, but they're pretty close. Let's assemble it with the blade in. Oh, that's a little tight. That's a lot tight. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna hit that with a hammer and see what happens. Okay, this kind of plane is adjusted with a hammer. So I'm going to adjust it with a hammer. What the heck? I mean, it was $8. That's not working. Put the wedge in it a little bit to keep it on target. All right, it's coming the right way. That's really tight, probably tighter than it needs to be. I'm going to get the blade to back out. I should be able to hit the back of it. Yeah, that worked. That's pretty close. Let's see if it'll cut. Okay, we're not far enough in. Oh, I made it way too far. Okay, let's do this. You can say, I'm not an expert. Okay, well, I'm not going to get a shaving, I don't think, off of this. I got to adjust it a little more. I got to fiddle with it. I started off right out of the boat. I wanted to kind of show you what it's like when you get it home. Let's see. That's not beautiful. We're on the bench here. Well, yeah, it's off. It's not. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This is a piece of clear pine. It's just a piece of scrap wood right here. This is about the softest, nicest piece of wood you can find. And it feels like, actually like I'm going against the grain. Let's try to turn it around 180 degrees. You can see that my scrap wood, unlike some, my scrap wood's actually a scrap. Sometimes I see people saying they're working with scrap wood, and they've got a piece of wood that's probably worth $30 or $40. All right, my scrap is real scrap. All right, so out of the box, it kind of works. A little hard to adjust. The mouth is too tight. The wood just has sort of a stain on it. No real, no varnish or anything. It looks pretty flat. Eyeball it. Yeah, it's flat and square. I think what I need to do is go see if I can sharpen it. Now, some of the Amazon reviews suggested that it would sharpen really well. I'm going to be a few minutes doing that. So I'm going to stop the video and I'll come back when I have it sharpened up and we'll give it a better test. Okay, I'm back. I sharpened it up. Let me give you a review of what sharpening it up was like. It sharpened very quickly. It needed quite a bit of work. The back of the blade was not flat, a little hollow. It sharpened pretty easily. I was able to get a burr on it, but the fact that it sharpened so quickly makes me think it's not particularly hard steel. Kind of expected that. I mean, I paid $9 for this thing. Otherwise, I sharpened fairly well. I didn't give it like a perfect sharpening. I was not going to impress anybody, but let's put it on this block of test wood and see what we get. Okay, that's a really thick shaving. Probably too much for this thing to handle. It's going to clog up. Let me tap on it a little bit. All right, that should be lighter. Well, not. It's a little hard to adjust, of course. Okay, so now let me get a nice clean shaving out of it. Okay, so there's a shaving. All right, that's actually pretty thin. That was a little thick right there. It doesn't have any kind of a chip breaker. Let's take a bevel off with it. Let's see if it'll work for less plainy tasks. Okay, so what do I think of it? Well, after a sharpening, it's okay. The problem is, if you're buying a $9 hand plane, do you own sharpening tools? Because this thing needed it. It's not out of the box ready. This is a Stanley plane that I got at the big box store. So this is pretty recent construction. I've probably owned this for 5 or 6 years. Shockingly enough, this plane, which clearly was only sharpened on a grinder, but it's sharp enough that it actually cuts wood really well. Let me give it see how quiet that is. Right? Now, if you don't own sharpening stuff and you're doing crude work, you're making birdhouses or you're trying to get a kitchen drawer to fit shut. Now, this is considerably more money. This is about $30. But it works out of the box. It's sharp enough for crude work out of the box. So, much better deal. It also has features you really don't need in a plane of this kind of low end. It's got the adjustable mouth. Quality control wise, it's not that great, but it works. It'll get the job done. This is good for like construction work, basic stuff. You know, you're not fine furniture making, but this, you know, if you were, like I said, if you're doing crude work, maybe you just want it. That's a good reason to buy it. That's why I bought it. I wanted to see if it was any good. I wanted to see if maybe there was some magical hidden gem. But I think the mouth, the fact that it doesn't have a chip breaker, so it's beveled down with no chip breaker, which means I think it's just going to clog up a lot. I was using it before I had the camera turned on, and I had a lot of problems with little pieces clogging in it. It's kind of difficult to adjust. You know, this one has a threaded adjuster. That makes it a lot easier to adjust the depth. This one has you can adjust the angle of the blade by pushing on these. It makes it a lot easier to adjust. And like I think, if you're in this market, you probably don't have, you know, some big diamond stones. You know, a DMT diamond stone can be as much as $80. If you have some simple stones, some sharpening stones, you know, you're still invested in some money. Now, maybe you do. Maybe you're a hobbyist. And if this is just for fun, it's kind of a fun little plane, you know, and you can't go wrong with the price. I mean, $9. Fit and finish is random. Quality of the blade is to be determined. Like I said, I feel like it sharpened very quickly, which makes me think it's not very hard, which makes me think it's not going to stay sharp for very long. And working on something like this pine or working on a 2x4, you know, probably fine. But like if we started planing this hickory, you know, how long is it going to hold up? So, you know, what's my review of it? Who's it for? It's not really for anybody. It's not for anybody except somebody who just wants the novelty and the fun of it. To me, unless you're really broke, because I just don't think it cuts that well. And what do you need it for? It's very small, which is good for really small work. So if all you want to do is, you know, bevel wood, you know, not really plane it down, but just knock those corners off of it. then yeah, it'll do that. And it'll do that even with the factory sharpening. It'll knock the corners off stuff, but it's not going to make them pretty. You could hear hear that and then hear this one. It's not just that I'm taking a finer shaving, which I am, but it's definitely that blade's vibrating a bit. There's not much to this thing. So, my conclusion is this is not awesome. I like it though. It's kind of fun. I may put it somewhere visible and never use it to actually cut wood. But I do think it's cute. Maybe put some wheels on it. Oh, with that, it's about the right size for a Cub Scout derby race. Put some wheels on that baby and let it go down the track. It's the Zamboni of Cub Scout racing. I don't know. Kind of fun. I'm a little concerned about the coloring in the wood too, because I think that's I'm afraid that dye is going to come out of my hands if I sweat on this thing. It's got some kind of a dye in it. I don't think that's the natural wood color. Actually, wait a minute. Let's pull this out of here. You know what? That may be the natural wood color. That's interesting. There's some grain in there too. A little bit. Or maybe those are just stains. But I took my 1/8" chisel and I widened the mouth up a little bit so the blade would fit in better. So there you go. It's an interesting piece of wood. It's not great. But it is, it's less than $10. I mean, you can't get much for less than $10 anymore. You can't get Taco Bell for less than $10 anymore. So if you need something to knock the corners off of some rather crude work, like you're building a cedar fence or you're building a birdhouse or something, you just need a simple tool. It might do it for you, and it certainly is cheap and it's novel. Maybe it suits your personality. I mean, some people just like to have kind of fun things. Mud and Fang, or what's the name on here? This one says Hayaduo wood block plane. I'm sorry, I'm not getting anything on the screen. I don't know, pretty cool, kind of fun. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to do some more planes. I've got 2 more lined up, and if you like what you're seeing, if you just think, hey, let's see if I can get not an expert to waste a lot of money on silly items like this, drop me a note, put a comment below. We'll see what happens. All right. See you next time.